Hello guys, and welcome to my tutorial video for the game Black Desert Mobile. So I've been playing this game since it came out, so for the last like 7 hours. I've been having a hell of a time playing it, so I wanted to explain what I've learned over the last 7 hours and hopefully help you hit the ground running. So the main thing is with this game is that you do not get auto battle, this auto button here, until you're roughly about level 15, but once you get it, then a lot of the battling and stuff happens automatically. The reason why that's important is because you have multiple skills. So for example, you see these 4 skills I have, but you can swipe this and during combat, and you can actually have more than one set of skills. So let me take you through this. So up here, for example, you have the skill button, you have the inventory, you have the camp, you have... this is basically like recommendations, what you can do to level up. So as I said, with the skills, you can see you have to flick between them. And it's not always easy to do that, but with the auto battling, it does it for you. Now, what you need to do as well is keep in mind the gathering. So anytime you have the option to get wood or mine spots or fishing or whatever, then go for it. Now, this is your camp. That you unlock a little bit into the game, probably a couple of hours in. So this camp is what you can use your resources on. In order to do things in your camp, like update the buildings or whatever, you need workers. And in order to get more workers, you need to go to the pub. So this is the pub. You enter it, and you can see people that are available to recruit. And it's important to look at the stats that the workers have. So you can see this one. You can see the numbers, but you can see this one's got less, and then this one has got less. A good indicator is the colouring. So the standard RPG colouring of white, worse, green, then blue, then there's probably going to be purple and so on. And what you also have, you have a little garden where you can plant things to get food. And thankfully, it's really easy to just add things to it. You just click like that, and you can just add multiple items to it, and you can see what it will give and how long it will take. So every now and then just come back and make sure that your garden is always full of items. I'm upgrading a few of the pieces at the moment. Now you have the worker tab, you can see all the workers and what they're doing, and when they're finished, it's up to you what you need them to do, whether it's construction, whether it's gathering. So let's say, for example, this guy, okay, we want him to gather. So I can click here, gather. Let's say I need more wood, okay? I can select him, start, or I can even select more than one. I can say, okay, I want both of them to gather wood for me, start. And they will both go and gather wood. There's also world gathering, which is a bit more in depth, and it gets you more specialist items, but it's a case of get what you need. So the way that you know what you need, for example, eventually the time will come I'll need to upgrade this town hall. And it says I need 126 logs, 126 branches, 126 of this other one. And if you select them, then it will tell you where you can get them from, whether you gather them in the camp world gathering or get them from the market board. Now, what you will spend the most of your time doing, especially at the beginning, is just powering through the quests of the game. So, and in this section of the screen, you always have your quest list. So you can see here, for example, I need to collect lumber. So I selected it. It will take me to a place for me to do this quest. Okay? And eventually, soon into the game, you will also get a horse. So, okay. So you can see it's taken me here. Let me get closer to this tree. Can I gather from this tree? Let's hope we can. Okay, log. So, like I said, there's logging, there's harvesting, there's mining in the game. Okay, done. So,
well, I didn't catch all the details, but
what is amazing, that given that it's an app, is the fact that it's actually voice acted as well. So, and
so they both went to the castle ruin. I heard the castle ruin soldiers at. How come the captain didn't
so
bring his...
generally, that's how you do quests. Like, if you want to pay attention to the story, go for it. Like, or you can just skip through it. Now, moving on, basically, is how you upgrade your equipment. So you have your gear, okay? So this is the gear available. If you have gear which you just don't need anymore, you can always give it to your Dark Spirit. So let's say, for example, if you click Auto Equip, this button down here, then it will auto equip whatever gear is the best for you. You can also open chests. Now, in order to get this you can see on the gear, you have +9, +8, and so on. You enhance it. In order to upgrade the main pieces, which are the boots, the gloves, the chest, the headpiece, the weapon, and offhand, you need black stones. In order to upgrade the accessories, you need more than one copy of the accessories so that you can merge them together, essentially. Now, what's very useful is that this notification bell will tell you what you should do next. It gives you a really good idea. So strengthen your gear using black stones, for example. So, okay, so I was upgrading these. Let's say I want to make this +9. I've got all these gems available to me. Now, if I select one, you can see it only increases it by 2%. This one will increase it by 16. This one will increase it, well, that's more than 100%, so I'm not going to waste. And so it's up to you how you use your black stone. I do actually try to get to 100% before I do the upgrades. You don't have to. You could probably risk it at like 60%, 80%, and so on. But if you don't have 100%, then and it fails, any black stones you've used are wasted, and you have to do it again. You have a way of trying to get some of them back with restoration, but it's not very efficient, essentially. So, okay, let me do this one. So let's get that 70, and let's get this up. So this is how you enhance gear. Now, the good thing is that you can transfer the upgrades from one gear piece to another. So for example, you can see all of my gear is +9. Let's say I get a new pair of boots and I want to actually transfer the +9 to the new pair of boots. All you need to select is this option here, go to Black Spirit, and then you have here transfer enhancement, and then you can, let's say I've got a new pair of boots. You would select a new pair of boots, and then you put it will put it there. Then you put your the boots you currently have, and that will go there, and then you can click transfer, and it will transfer the +9 to the new item. So I will say, do not be worried about using all your black stones even at the beginning, because of the fact you can transfer the items. Now, what I was saying before about the Dark Spirit is that you can actually eat items you don't need anymore. So that sword I have in my bag, for example, you can click on this tab here, Dark Energy. You have all these items which I don't need. So I can select them all, and I can click Absorb Energy. And the more that he eats items, the more he himself levels up the Black Spirit. So you can see he's now level 27. And I can do this one, level up. And then this headpiece, whatever, let's just eat it. So now level 29. So the more you level him up, the more your CP goes up, and the more you enhance your gear, the more your CP goes up. CP, this number here, is an indication of how powerful you are. You'll find that some boss missions and some of the quests require you to have a minimum number of CP. So I would say make sure that you're always leveling up your CP as you go. Now, the good thing about this game is that it doesn't throw the cash shop in your face at all. Like I played it for 7 hours straight, and it really it didn't even mention once about in-app purchases. And at the moment, you can see I'm over encumbered. I have too much. I'm holding too much items. So I can click that button. I can go to a town. You can go to a vendor. Let's say, for example, I want to reduce my weight. So let me go to a vendor. So by clicking that, it's going to take me straight to the closest vendor, this anvil symbol at the moment, because the vendor would potentially help you to reduce your weight. Okay, so here's a vendor. So click on the shop icon, sell junk. So you see, I've reduced my weight a lot, almost to actually no longer be over encumbered. So it's worth selling your junk. You don't need it, and it's a good way to get silver, which you need for other things. And yeah, so now the main point of this game, guys, is you need to keep doing quests. You need to keep leveling up and so on. And because it's an app, and because there's a lot of automation, especially with the auto battle, all you really need to do is make sure that your skills are up to date, that your gear is up to date, your enhancements are up to date, and then otherwise just plow through as many quests as possible. Now, during your time when you're playing the game, you will get skill books, and if I show you again, if you click the sword and axe symbol up here at the top right, then you get to your skill tab. And what you can see as well with this button, it means that I've got at least one that can update. Anytime I can just click this button here, use all skill books. But let me show you. So for example, I've got this one book. It will cost 150 silver to use, but it will increase the level a little bit. So let me use it. Done. And the more of these books I get, the more I can level up the skills. And the more you level up the skills, eventually you can actually augment them and get super skills attached to them, like optional byproducts of the skills you have. So, and if you have loads and loads of books, anytime, like I said, you can click use all skill books and it will just go through and use all of them. From the last 7 hours, it's never been too expensive to do that. So, yeah. Now, it is, like I said, this notification bell is crazy useful. It really is. Like, it will always keep you up to date on everything that you should pay attention to. So, for example, the bell just told me that I've got 2 workers who are now available to do other stuff. So I can go, okay, I'm going to do world gathering, okay? So, logs. I'm going to select them all, start. So, and the bell gave me a quick hint that they were available. So it's always keeping me straight on task, basically. So, yeah. So, as I say, guys, later on, there's the issue of merging crystals together, equipping the crystals together. You can see enhancements. Like I said, with accessories, you have to merge them together in order to enhance them, which I'm doing right now. And so on. But the main point of the game is, and with most apps, is that when there's an exclamation point, it's trying to alert you to something. Simple as that. So it's saying, do this quest, or look at your farm, look at your workers. One is available soon. Yep, complete. So he's now level 10, but he's not happy. So let's go talk to him. Let's see if we can encourage him. Okay, so he's a lot happier now. So yeah. Now, thankfully, this game isn't anywhere near as convoluted as some of the other apps I've played. Like, there is plenty of things to learn, but not so much that it will be overwhelming. Like, I've played some apps which are just terrible for things like that. And yeah, so other than that, in terms of me, like, I'm just going to keep going through and playing the game and powering through the quests and leveling up, having a good time, and so on. Like, I've had, like I said, I've been able to play this for 7 hours straight today, and I just want to keep playing. So, from what I've heard, the max level at the moment is level 60, and if you really know what you're doing in terms of, you know, the best grinding spots and so on, you can do it in a day. But initially, for new players, it's recommended that you level up via the in-game quest system. It'll help you to explore and so on, and keep everything else up to date. Like, you'll have also as well a tab for pets. Make sure your pets are up to date and fed, and so on. But yeah, other than that, guys, just most of the time you'll either be doing the quest or clicking the bell icon and seeing what's available to you. Make sure your gear is up to date, make sure your skills are up to date, make sure that your enhancements are up to date. Otherwise, you can set the game effectively to play itself. Okay? So that's it, guys. Very simple tutorial. I didn't want to go too in depth. And if you have any hints or tricks for other people, then please leave them in the comments down below. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there. Or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.